It's time now for Keller at Large.
Here's Jon Keller.
Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day to one and all. If you're a regular viewer of this segment over the years, you know that it's our custom on the day of the South Boston St. Patrick's Day breakfast to invite the host of the breakfast to join us. And this year, taking his first turn at doing that is the newly elected state senator from South Boston, Senator Nick Collins. Senator, welcome.
Good morning, John. Thank you.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
Appreciate having you here. Now, do you remember your first breakfast?
My first breakfast, watching it on TV or being there in the flesh?
Well, watching or being there?
Yeah, watching on TV as a child, you know.
Okay.
I never actually went as a kid. I was never there in the flesh. It was more of an adult. Back in the day, it was more of an adult show, as you know, when it was off camera.
So I don't think it started to be televised until when? Late
in the 90s.
Late 90s?
Late 90s. It started to be on TV,
Yeah.
which you know, changed its course a little bit, but was still back. I think 118 years.
Wow. Well, you know, in recent years, there have been critics of the breakfast.
Sure.
Some people have described it as, I pulled some quotes doing my research, cringe-inducing, outdated in the worst possible rank, boring. Do you think that's been fair criticism?
No, but it's all in the eye of the beholder. So I guess depending on who you ask. I think the goal is to be able to put us in a situation where we're making light of ourselves and of each other, but not be mean. I think cringeworthy becomes when people cross the line. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen from time to time. Now, bad jokes, it's like, you know, swinging and missing at the plate. You get right back up there. So I think it's a you know, time of year where it's like more of a modern-day Groundhog Day. We know we're right around the corner with April, so we're letting it all hang out that day, you know?
You know, I was wondering, you read about comedians, working comics who travel college campuses and so forth, complaining about the climate, the political correctness, particularly on college campuses where now they're afraid that they can't make certain kind of jokes. I'm wondering if there's any sense that that has hurt or put a damper on the breakfast.
I think it has changed. It's, you know, a little bit, without question. When you're, you know, not on TV and it's a different crowd, you know, and we did a lot of things differently back in the 80s and the 90s and even in the 2000s. So I think it's harder to be funny, not be mean, be witty and sharp without being crass. And that's okay. No, that doesn't mean we're comedians. That's not our job. But we do try to bring some lightness to the atmosphere, and given that it's a gift that keeps on giving every year, whether it's the MBTA or other issues that are in front of us, you know, we'll try to have some fun. I think it's a great way to have some personalities come out in ways that we may not see all the time. I
mean, I came across an old clip of then Senate President Bill Bolger needling Governor Weld as being a tough law enforcer because he, quote, gave a handicapped person a ticket for parking in a regular spot, end quote. And the crowd howled. That wouldn't fly today, would it?
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens on Sunday, but if they go that direction. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know people think they put parameters on it, but I think it's okay to be funny and witty and sharp without being mean and crass. So I think that's what we're hoping for.
One last thing on this. I wonder if the televising of the event, our friends over at NECN have been carrying it. I think they're doing it again this year. I wonder if that has sort of left the politicians feeling constrained. Ooh, I got to be careful.
I think to some degree. Yeah. I think that's accurate to some degree, but that's okay. I mean, we're an open book, for crying out loud. That's how it goes.
We've got to take a break, but any big breaking news about the breakfast you want to tell me? Big celeb calling in? Or?
We have a great new location this year. We're excited about that. We can get into that a little bit more, but we will have some presence from presidential candidates. So we're happy about that.
Presidential candidates?
Yes.
More than just Bill Weld, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. We'll look forward to that. And we'll take our break and continue our conversation with the host of the South Boston St. Patrick's Day Breakfast, Senator Nick Collins, in a moment.